Hello guys, that's Obeleagu. Welcome to yet another awesome video about TBC. It's 15 minutes past midnight and I am fucking pissed. And I'm very pissed at this very man who calls himself Mr. Abundance. Now, before some of you guys say, hey, Mr. Obeleagu, you've come again, I need you to listen to me very carefully. And I need you to listen to me very carefully so that you understand why I don't support this man. Why I don't support this man. I don't have any personal beef with him. I criticized TBC admin. Recently I did a video saying that TBC is almost perfect but lacks liquidity. And this video is a 1 hour and 19 minutes 1 hour 19 minutes and 18 second video, but I couldn't watch any further after 13 minutes and 41 seconds. So why am I pissed? I am pissed because Mr. Abundance spreads false message. I did a video explaining to people, because I follow the blog on a daily basis, explaining to people. The problem with people is people do not go and read information from the blog. I explained to them, look, what you guys are talking about, the economic phase, is not yet here. We're still in the distributor phase. And since the TBC admin is not going with scarcity, he's going with abundance, then there has to be a strategy for us to get liquidity. Until that is done, there can never be an abundance phase, an economic phase. What is economic phase? Economic phase is where TBC gets to be used by merchants, gets to be used by people to buy goods from merchants. That is the economic phase, when it finally becomes full-blown money that you can use to buy goods and services. The question is, how do you provide liquidity for the merchants? This was the question. But I was attacked by his members. We started arguments. Countless called me over a video I did telling them that November is not the economic phase. I did a video about it. And what happened? Where is the economic phase? And why did people start talking about the economic phase? Mr. Abundance. He is the reason people start talking about the economic phase, because right there in the blog, the TBC admin did not say anything about the economic phase. If economic phase is to happen, it should be in 2020 without a clear date, but it's going to be in 2020. But Mr. Abundance went and fed people, and as loud as his mouth is, not meant as an insult, because I see he's a very persuasive person and a very, loud-mouthed person, in the sense that if you talk against him, he'll lambast you. He cannot lambast me. You know why? I spent 4 fucking good years in the financial system working for a bank, and one thing I know is that money does not go from trees. The reason investors are rushing Bitcoin is that Bitcoin, being a currency created out of cryptography, found liquidity. And how did he find liquidity? He found liquidity by people buying it. There was demand, there was supply. Demand outweighs supply, it drove the price up. You put money in the system, somebody buys it. It's as simple as that. That's how cryptocurrency works. You come into the market, you buy. That money that comes into the system, when somebody sells, the person takes the money out of the system. That's how turnover is done. That's how volume is generated. That's how it works. Money is not generated out of thin air. Now, I saw the proposal they sent to TBC admin about taking off the burden of $25 admin fee. Now, the thing about this thing is that the TBC admin has listened to people over and over again. Even when he wanted to give a total, return your TBC if you don't want to pay the admin fee. So you'll now be left with less than 1 TBC. Also, so that he didn't pursue people from the community. He only said return what you have that is above 1 TBC, because you are not qualified for it since you won't make that sacrifice. Later, he put it on hold. Now, if this guy was so bad, he wouldn't have put it on hold, because that would have put a lot of pressure on people to pay the admin fee. He put it on hold, reduced the slack, and now people can decide to pay or not to pay. If you decide to pay, you have full limit to do transactions up to $1,000 a day. If you do not pay, you have limitation of $50 a day. So how is that a bad thing? Now he's talking about admin charging 5% fee on transaction fee. My brother, what you're charging, what you're going to collect in fee is still going to be Kringles. How will that Kringles become money if there's no money from the outside? How will Kringles become money? How does it become Bitcoin? How does it become cash? How does it become Naira? How does it become rands? How does it become rupees? How does it become cash? That's the question. It's not just charging 5% on every transaction. If you like, charge me. If I decide to do 20 transactions in a day, you charge me. All you're getting back is Kringles. You're not getting back any money that's going to help you build. You're not getting any money that's going to help you build a blockchain through that way. Now, if you are saying that I should pay from the money that I sold, let's say I sold $1,000 worth of Bitcoin, you're telling to pay 5% from the Bitcoin I received to you. Why? If you should be taxing me, it should be on the Kringles, not on the Bitcoin that I sold. So your proposal is bullshit. Pure bullshit. That's the worst proposal ever. You're talking about getting liquidity outside to come into TBC. You're talking about charging transaction fee on Kringles, on something that has no liquidity. Who does that? Who does that? The only people that can do that are people in the market. If you're a market-driven coin, fine, go ahead and do that. You know why? Because somebody can come, when you list your coin on the exchange, somebody can come. If they find your coin attractive, they will come and buy your coin. When they buy your coin, they provide liquidity in the market. That's how it works. Stop bamboozling people with all this nonsense. Because I was on my own just sleeping, and I opened my group on Telegram, my TMT group on Telegram, and one of my admins is posting this bullshit. I said, okay, for argument's sake, let me just listen to this guy. And it turns out that this guy is around, he's talking. Look, it doesn't make financial sense. People keep making the mistake that money can be grown out of trees. You can create a cryptocurrency and create it all you can. Dash out 1 million. Let it be $1 million in papers. But as long as there's no way liquidity is coming to that thing, you cannot do anything with that money. It's as simple as that. If it was that easy, that means charging 5% transaction fee on Kringles. That means members could have gotten value straight up without even needing the admin to even create a new blockchain or even get us an exchange. But the issue is liquidity. Are you getting my point? Now, for the TBC admin to now find a way out of every possible option. Now, when I'm saying this, I'm not part of TBC admin's team. I know this inner caucus. I've been contacted by Derek wants to discuss with TBC admin. I'm not that kind of person. I'm a very busy person. The last thing I want to do is to suck up to anybody. So I didn't even follow up to start discussing with TBC admin because that's his project. It's up to me to give him the chance to defend his project. Yeah, it's up to him to find a way to make his project work. So if he decides to have some inner caucus of people that he's dealing with without creating a private, for him, that's the private council. What Mr. Abundance is looking for is attention. He wants to be involved. If you don't involve him, you now become the enemy. Now, the last thing you want to do is to go and create your own blockchain, which creates a new coin. It's not even TBC. It's not even providing liquidity to TBC, because all you're going to do is move people away from TBC without even offering them any solution at all. You move them away from TBC, then what is TAC going to do? What is that your coin going to do that TBC is not doing? Because the next minute you go and find it in the market, let me tell you, getting in the market is one thing. Getting liquidity from the market is another thing. Your coin have to have real world use. Days of bamboozling people with coin are gone. Those ICO days of 2017, go and look up. Most of them are paying the fines today. One coin is paying the fines. All of them is paying the fines today. So you cannot just go and create a coin that have no use. Yes, we are already with Kringles. The question we should be asking ourselves is, how do we provide liquidity to Kringles? The TBC admin has gone ahead to do it his own way, the way he knows how to do it best, which is through the MLM strategy. Now, a lot of people are happy because of that. A lot of people have cash. Yes, that strategy has high attrition rates. But the point still remains that if you do a little bit of work, you will get something from there. Okay? You will get something from there. But at the same time, nobody is putting a gun to your head not to pay you admin fee. I can't remember the last time I used my own money to pay admin fee. Yes, you may say, okay, 50% bounty. Yes, the 50% bounty. Even sometimes I didn't even earn the bounty in a month. I don't pay. When I pay, I have access to Kringle.cash back office. I have access to Kringle.cash back office. When I don't pay, I don't have access to Kringle.cash back office. But my wallet is always there, which means I don't need my Kringle.cash back office to do transaction on my wallet. So why is Mr. Abundance making this look like the TBC admin is taking away your wallet? You already have lifetime access to your wallet. The only thing you won't have a lifetime, the only thing you won't have access when you don't pay your admin fee is to attend same button meetings, to participate in bounties, to have cookie rewards. TBC already has one problem, which is liquidity problem. TBC admin is trying to solve it with MLM. That's one way to solve it. Okay? That's one way to solve it. Out of the $25 you pay, 50% goes to every single person who earns it. The remaining goes to the admin. Building a blockchain is not child's business. Okay? It's not child's business. So, if you want to build a blockchain, you're going to build it right. And the difference between our own blockchain and other people's blockchain is this: we are not in the market. We derive part of our value, or part of the value we get, from the number of members, which is also influenced by the price of a grain of gold. So to build such a unique blockchain is going to be different, because you won't just get any other programmer to do it for you. They have to build it from scratch. They won't have to go and get a duplicate, because that's what we did in the beginning. 2016, what we were using was a Bitcoin blockchain. At that same period, Bitcoin suffered the most severe clogging of the network that led to even paying a 10 admin fee. I remember that time I was paying my own admin fee, and I was helping people to pay admin fee. I was paying admin fee. The fee went up to paying as high as $50 for paying admin fee. I was like, just Bitcoin fee. The transaction fee of Bitcoin went up to as high as $50 for just paying $10. If you decide not to pay $10 and decide to pay the smallest fee, your transaction stays for 1 week, 1 month, or even 1 week before it goes through. That same period, TBC suffered the same issue, because there were a lot of people discounting it, and the blockchain and the whole thing was clogged. The TBC admin had to take down the TBC stuff. Then there was nothing. How do I put it this way? There was not this pressure. There was not even Kringle.cash at that point. Okay? But throughout that period, Kringle.cash came, paying admin fee came, Bitcoin was still suffering from the same thing. We didn't have any blockchain. We didn't have any way to see our wallets. Then gradually, Kringle.cash website stayed. Gradually, TBC 009 now came. And now we're talking about moving to another blockchain. Now, before we even move to another blockchain, we still have to automate the whole process of, instead of paying cookie reward, you pay Kringle reward. So it becomes instant, because once you start applying the MLM system to find liquidity, then you don't need to wait to May or to wait to November to cash out. People, I keep telling you this: if you want to be in cryptocurrency, you have to educate yourself. Do not allow yourself to be bamboozled by loud-mouthed people who want to be called leaders. I don't give a damn if you call me a leader or not. I prefer to be called an educator than to be called a leader. That's why in all my existence of doing TBC, I don't have a WhatsApp group dedicated to TBC. The only group I have right now is for TMT, because that's a different project on its own that's providing liquidity to TBC. So for this guy to just spend 2 hours criticizing TBC, on nothing he knows nothing about. You cannot raise money or for TBC admin fee. Let me say this: you cannot raise money for blockchain, okay, or for expenses by just deciding to charge 5% fee on every Kringle sales. What are they going to pay the fee with? Kringles or the Bitcoin that they got? Hell no, they won't pay you with Bitcoin. They will give you Kringles. But then you have the Kringles, you don't have liquidity. Okay? Then you decide, okay, let's not pay November admin bounty. Don't pay a bounty in November and take all the money and build a new blockchain. Really? Really? What do you want to cause? You want the whole system to blow up. You want the whole system to blow up. Guys, we'll have to learn to dedicate ourselves. I don't care what anybody says. I don't give a damn what anybody says. What I know is that I won't be bamboozled by anybody who feels he has mouth. Okay? I wanted to listen to him, and I did listen to him, and it appears he doesn't have his numbers correct. Because if he has his numbers correct, you should know that the first rule of money is that money does not go on trees. Money does not grow on trees. Money has to come from somewhere in exchange for your asset. It's just like selling a shoe polish. If you do not sell a shoe polish, and so if you give somebody shoe polish and they give you a shoe polish back, all you have is shoe polish. You don't have liquidity. If you give them shoe polish, they give you cash, you have liquidity. What do? You buy more shoe polish. You feed your family. You take care of the network. You pay bills with it. Then you go and sell more shoe polish. They give you more cash. That's how the world works. Okay? We already started going towards the abundance direction with TBC. It's a hard nut to crack. Okay? It's a very hard nut to crack. And if you don't have any backers, and the backers have to find a way to make money, which is why you don't see much people rushing us, because we are yet to figure out our way. TBC admin is yet to figure out a way how to make money out of this, so that if you have investors, they can make money out of it. But for the meantime, if the MLM strategy is what sustains us, because another thing is consistency. You do not just stop paying admin bounties in November and take care of a particular project. Then you now continue taking admin fee and paying bounties the next month. You have to have a consistent means of doing that. But it's not just by stopping it today, tomorrow you continue. Stopping it today. That means that will be the case of TBC. Though another thing I agree with you is on transparency. Okay? I agree with you on transparency. But the question is the community ready for transparency? That's another question. Because before I even give the man a shot, we've already shot him. Before we give him a chance, we've already started criticizing him. Yes, I criticized him on issues. I knew that the fiat exchange wasn't going to work. The numbers doesn't add up. I'm a finance guy. The number does not add up. Okay, it doesn't add up. The only way you will have that is if you have bankers who are willing to take it as asset, and they have to be the sole dealers of your cryptocurrency. That's how they make money. If it's not that way, then it's bullshit. I said that in my video. And guess what happened? It didn't happen. You, Mr. Abundance, started the rumor of economic phase in November without it being on the blog, without it being said by TBC admin. And guess what happened? I did a video against it. I showed my argument. Guess what? November is almost gone. No economic phase. So all this bullshitting has to stop. Okay? If you say you have your own project that you want to do, fine, no problem. I criticize KLT, I criticize TAC. KLT started witch hunting me and smearing my name instead of coming to the table and defeating my argument. I went to their group, I asked a lot of questions. Guess what? I was muted. You cannot bullshit me. I know numbers. I worked in the bank for how many years? I managed the accounts, and I know for a fact how the world finance works, and it does not work the way most of you guys think it will. We all live in a world, we're living in a world of fantasy that we expect all of a sudden for an asset that does not have access to market to start paying you millions and billions. I'm a billionaire in TBC. But let me be honest with you. Will I have it in cash? Hell no. So the question is, how do I spend it? That's where it starts from. How do I get liquidity? That's the question. How do I start making money from this project? That's why the TBC has been created the MLM strategy. How do I spend it? That's why the TBC has started the merchant program. So you can spend it and you have a way of making money if you refer people. So that's it for this video. I don't want the video to be that long. I know a lot of people might not even watch it to this extent, but I just want to say one thing. Okay, you're right on transparency, but we are not ready for transparency from the TBC admin because we're not even given a chance for that transparency to happen. You can go, if you can say I'm one of the TBC broadcasters, go to the broadcast section of the Kringle station. Tell me where you see my video. It's been a long time I tried doing my video and posting on the broadcasters because I don't want to be labeled as a broadcaster. I want to be a free thinker, and I want to give my opinion, and I want to counter anything I want to counter. You can counter my own project. Beautiful. I will come and defend it. You get what I'm saying? Counter my project, I will defend it. But don't counter it by calling me a scam or calling my project a scam. Counter it with telling me how this will not work. Counter it by asking me, what is your plan? Counter it by showing me that you have knowledge about cryptocurrency, because all most of you guys think about cryptocurrency is that your cryptocurrency is your ticket to become a billionaire, millionaire. It's not that way, my brother, my sisters. It's not that way. TMT, somebody chatted me and he wants to be a millionaire, school stuff. I said, look, go and focus on school. Oh. TMT is not created for you to just become overnight billionaire, millionaire. It doesn't work that way. I'm providing liquidity. Liquidity does not mean you dump your TBC on me. Hell no. Liquidity means you want to buy something, you have a way to get a little money out of the system to do so. Okay, you need a little cash for your child's school fees. You have somewhere you can pull the money off. Not dumping your whole TBC and start living the life of a millionaire. Hell no, it doesn't work that way. Okay, so guys, that's it for this video. Just want to lighten you guys and educate you guys. Stop being bullshitted by these guys. Okay, they are motivational speakers, and most motivational speakers are bullshitters. They sell you opium on steroids. But when it comes to action, you see them nowhere. So guys, that's it for this video. I thank you guys for watching. Give a thumbs up. If you have a good argument, raise it on the group. I will allow you to show on my comment section and I will defend it. If it's not something I will defend, I don't like defending by typing or replying to comments. So I do videos about them. Just like I'm doing video about this one to defend myself. I like using my voice. You hear my voice, you hear my passion, you hear my excitement. I love TBC. I love the concept. It just has a little issue, just a tiny issue. Liquidity. It can be solved, but not every solution has to come from TBC, I admit. Okay, that's the beautiful thing about cryptocurrency. You can go start a project on the side. If it gives value to the people will know. If you're bullshitting, the people will know. I trust the bishops. You can't joke with them. If you bullshit them, they will finish you. They will finish you. So you can't bullshit them. So that's why I personally with TMT, I don't talk much. I show you results before I talk. I show you results before I talk. That's how I operate. So guys, till I see you guys next time, take care. Bye for now.